going on, guys? So we're back in the SI. We're about to head out to 1.6 Motorsports store. I gotta pick up a boost controller. The only one they have there right now is the Turbo Smart, so I guess I'm gonna pick that up. The one I wanted was it's called a Hall something. Let me figure this out here. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. It was called a Hallman. So I wanted to pick up a Hallman. I was gonna buy it off Amazon last night, but they didn't have Prime, and it said it would take like a whole month for it to get to my house, or June 24th or some crazy bullshit that I didn't want. I can't, it's just way too long. I'm trying to get tuned before June 3rd. So I'm just gonna pick up this Turbo Smart. My fuel line should be at my house right now. It should be getting delivered by FedEx. Maybe another part might got delivered today, I don't know, but for sure my fuel line should be there. So we're gonna be doing that today. We're gonna be doing my boost controller today. I put on my 4-bar map sensor last night, my BWR that I kept from previous, my turbo when I first bought my whole turbo setup. I already had that along with my K-tune regulator, so I put that stuff back on. And so let's get to 1.6 and get the stuff that we need to get. Here at 1.6 Motorsports store. Alright, so we got our Turbo Smart boost controller here. It was 90 bucks pretty much. Not too bad. So, ooh, look at that. Look at that Lexus. Clean. Okay, for some reason my battery died on me. Not too sure, just put batteries in it yesterday. But like I was saying, we're about to head back home, look at the parts that came in the mail, and attempt to put this boost controller on. Hopefully Adam will come later today. He said he'll come after work, probably sometime around 6, so I'll see him then. I'm gonna be working on stuff that I can for now, so let's head back home. Alright, we're back in the garage, and I got my windows open over here because I fucking hate FedEx. They always fucking just knock on your door real quick and run back to their truck like, oh shit, hope he doesn't come. And then fucking happened to me twice, happened with the Recaro seats and all that. So I fucking hate FedEx, fuck you. Always fucking not knocking on my door. But anyways, back in the garage, got the Turbo Smart here. I'm trying to figure out a mounting point somewhere up here where the boost controller can go, probably somewhere right there near the radiator. Hopefully a little bit tucked down there, possibly, so it doesn't get in the way of the hood latch and the hood locking. I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna be somewhere in the front. Brim is gonna come over later today. He's gonna help me run the fuel lines. I gotta start taking my fuel filter off and taking all the hard lines out, and take off my regulator, my old stock regulator on here. I'm gonna get the light because it's always dark in my engine bay. Can't even see anything. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna figure out a mounting point and let's get started. And just in case anyone's wondering, like, oh, why are you waiting for a fuel rail? You have a fuel rail sitting right here in your engine bay. Why don't you use this one? Well, maybe because this one's pretty fucked. So, I got the boost controller mounted down there. I think it's in a decent spot. It shouldn't be getting hot over there. You should be able to reach your hand down there anytime. It's on the cold side of the turbo and everything. So I just gotta get hose clamps to clamp both sides of the boost controller down, and it is going the right way, just so you guys know. Let's see if I can get a light down here. It has the arrows pointing towards the wastegate. I don't know if I can get down there to see that. Ah, my goodness, this is tight. Alright, fuck it. You guys can't see it, but it is the right way. The wastegate arrow point goes to the wastegate actuator, and yeah, and it goes to the turbo compressor housing right there. And yeah, so it should work pretty well. Hopefully Turbo Sparks holds up to his name and actually doesn't cause any boost spikes or anything, so we'll find out dyno day. And yeah, just gotta get some hose temp, and that's that. So I guess since I'm not getting my fuel lines today, which kind of sucks, I was really excited to run those lines. I got my fuel rail is going to be here today. I'm not going to really be able to do anything with it besides take this off and put it on the fuel rail, and I'll probably take my fuel filter off and get these hard lines out of the way so the fuel lines tomorrow could just be ready to get thrown in, and that'll be that.
Is it working? Oh, it says record. Okay, guys. You know, you got my brother's stuff over there. But if you don't want car stuff, you want electrical stuff, you know, your boy setting up some amps and subs in his little YouTube channel, you know, link in the description below. Come follow me, help me. I need subscribers. I have 9. So anyway, I know that not all of you like Brandon because he ugly as fuck. So you can come follow me and leave subscriptions and subscribes. So check me out. Thumbnail.
Alright, so I just ate, so I feel freaking awesome now. So now we have to do some other stuff besides the fuel. Just kind of getting ready for the dyno. I always had this intake temperature sensor here. It never got wired up. It needs to be wired in. It needs to be wired in for Mikey to be able to see what kind of temperature air is going into my engine. So I need to wire this up. What pretty much I'm going to do is take this wire right here. This was the old intake temp sensor plug. It went into my intake, a little bung in my intake. So I'm pretty much just going to splice it, solder it together, put some heat wrap around it, and plug it back in. I want to run it under my intake manifold, so I got some wire over here. I'm probably just going to use this from this AEM fuel oil I never used. I never am going to use this wire, so I'm going to take how much I need, take it, cut it to length, and have it go run under my intake manifold. So yeah, shouldn't take too long. I just got to go get heat wrap. It's in the basement somewhere. Alrighty, let's get started. Alright, final product, heat wrapped, wires in there. This side's red, the other side's ground. So this one goes to the ECU, which is also known as red on here, and the green is ground. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So Brim's here now. We just got a package from Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's my fuel rail though.
It's an odd box for a fuel rail.
I know, it's fucking huge. And an Enterprise van delivered that shit. I was like, what the hell? Why is there an Enterprise van in my driveway? Amazon be really living up to their name to be like, alright, you ordered that shit today, you got it shit today, we're gonna get anybody to deliver it today. That's why I fuck with Amazon. Fuck FedEx.
Okay, finally, I don't want to cut myself. Alright. Oh, look, more packing. Shit.
They really
Yeah,
outdid
golden
themselves on this one.
Oh, there it is. It looks official.
Boom, all that box for this.
All that box for this. I don't know, they come with hardware?
Yeah, they should. No, it's all
Oh, it came with a nice sticker there too.
Oh, it came with a nice sticker that's
5
going
horsepower.
right in the under the engine bay, right under the hood. So we're just test fitting the fuel rail right now. We just got back. So what we did so far, we took off the fuel filter and the old fuel rail and the line. So we just gotta disconnect the feed, the hard line fuel feed. And we're gonna be running those lines tomorrow because those lines should be here. So I'm just trying to get everything prepped so I could just run those lines easily tomorrow. And put the boost control, once again, put the boost controller down there. And I think that's all I did today. Yeah, oh yeah, I wired up the intake temp sensor. It's tucked behind the intake manifold. Alright, so I think we're pretty much wrapped up for today. We're gonna wait on the fuel line because we don't know how long the replacement fuel line is, the still braided line, because it kind of seems like we're probably gonna end up cutting this this old fuel line to get it out. It just seems like too much of a pain to take the hard lines out the right way.
Unless that subframe was out the way. If it was out the way and there was no motor, no subframe,
Yeah,
that would
it'd be easy.
But
So we're probably gonna take if it's described as the website says and it goes right, the line goes right up to the fuel filter and runs straight back to the fuel pump. We're just gonna end up just cutting those hard lines in half and just making it a lot easier on ourselves. Cause we're probably not gonna be putting them back in. So
but first and foremost, we gotta see how long
yeah.
that line is. So we can't just start ripping things out and not know.
And also, I probably gotta go to 1/6 tomorrow. I need to get a fitting for this end to go to my fuel regulator. I don't have any fittings that fit this size to this line right here. So I'm gonna get a fitting. I think it's like a eighth, or it's like a, I think this is like an 8/6 line. So I gotta get a fitting for that. And that's pretty much everything. We're just gonna be waiting on the injectors and the fuel lines, and then it's E85 time.